Well, got an eyeful, have you?
You shut up.
Look, what the hell do you want? What have you dragged me around here for?
You've found yourself a right one this time, haven't you?
What do you mean, Mrs. Sharples? Found himself a right what?
Fella. Found yourself a fella. Fella.
Look, missus, you know what you can do. I've got better things to do with my time than hang around listen to you claptrapping.
You hang. It's her I'm concerned about. I'm their mum and dad in Ireland. Don't need one word from me, you know.
I don't know what you mean, Mrs. Sharples. I'm not going out with him.
No, you've been down the viaduct arches with him, haven't you?
What?
Canoodling. I'd as soon kiss Hitler. Everybody to their taste, I suppose.
Missus, you're getting to be a bit of a drag.
I haven't been under the viaduct with him.
You were seen, love. You and him. It wasn't Bobby Caldwell and his lady love, you know.
Well, I'm 16.
And if they're big enough, they're old enough. So if you don't mind, Ma.
She's big enough and old enough already to go to Borstal.
In need of care and protection?
No, she'll go to Borstal for stealing money. £5. You're in it as much as he is, you know. You're what's called an accessory after the fact.
Yeah, you tap, missus. Have you been at the gin again?
Look, if you don't sit down and listen to me, I'll lend you one of the then 10 for the bobby.
What do you mean, £5?
There's £5 missing from the Barlows, and he took it.
But he's never been near. I mean, he explained everything to Val.
Oh, shut up! I'm going.
I saw you coming out of the Barlows back gate that night.
Big deal. What does that mean?
Oh, don't argue with me. You can tell your tale in the police court.
You'd never drag her into court.
I'd drag her through the Houses of Parliament manacled if I thought it was going to keep her a decent kid.
5 lousy quid. It's back in it. All right, so I took it. There's no need to rupture yourself.
You don't believe me, do you? You don't think I'd go to the police?
I do, Mrs. Sharples.
Yes, and well you might, madam, for as long as your mum and dad are renowned and I'm watching over you, and him and all.
You leave her alone.
You leave her alone. I can't stop her seeing it, I don't suppose. But if either of you put a foot wrong, just 1 foot, I shall land. And when I say I land, I land.
You won't split on us, will you, Mrs. Sharples? We just went daft.
Shucking yourself away on rubbish like that. No, I won't tell them this time, but remember, you have been warned.
Go on then. I'll jump in for a tin of fruit salad and some of them mints.
Having a night dinner, are you? Watching the telly and making a pig of yourself?
No, just spoiling myself. Right, who shall I make it out to?
Who shall I make what out to?
David Barlow Limited, the Corner Shop Limited, Barlow Incorporated.
Oh, I see. I didn't know you had a checkbook.
Hey, what are you doing with that?
I thought you actually wanted to buy 1 or 2 things.
Get 'em down here. This is good money, this is. What's the date?
Well, let's just say it's a bit late in the day for me to start taking checks off you.
Oh, straight up, David. It's kosher. No, I just thought I'd better stop carrying all them dirty great heavy pennies round in my suit. You know, it spoils the line of your suit, doesn't it?
Well, yeah, but I don't have to worry about them spoiling the line of my till, so I'd just as soon have pennies if you've got 1 or 2 of the old ones hanging about.
Who's he at it again, the human pig bin?
I'll put my address on the back.
Look, I just don't like checks, Dennis. They embarrass me.
What the hell's this?
Grow up, Mother. It's a checkbook.
Where have you pinched that from?
It's mine.
You got it out of one of them crackers at Christmas. The Tiny Tycoon's checkbook. Chief Treasurer, Brer Rabbit. Oh, I don't know. Where have you pinched it from? That's what I want to know.
No.
Has he ordered all this stuff?
Well, we haven't actually signed the contract yet.
Oh, put it on the slate. And get that put back from wherever you pinched it from. I don't fancy the idea of you going into clink. And I don't fancy the idea of me coming all that way to visit you either. Here, now let's have a look at it. Now,
Oh,
take your hook.
don't ever ask me for a check when you're pushed.
Don't you worry, love, I won't. Can I have 20 joss sticks, love, tipped?
Yes. You heard about Val?
What?
She's left Ken.
Oh, tell us news, not history, love. I can hear when the twins aren't there, you know. Still, it's none of our business, is it? What the hell do you want now? Give him a $quarter mixtures, will you? You'll be marrying me on that. Hey.
I'll have 5 tipped cigarettes, pal.
Come in! We're having a party. Oh, it's you. What's the expression now? You come to swap sympathy for details, isn't it?
No.
No, of course not. I probably know more about it than you do.
It is true, then.
What do you think?
Ken, I didn't tell Val about you.
About my fancy woman.
Honestly, love, I didn't. Believe me, please.
No, you probably have kept away if you change your mind, wouldn't you?
I knew what you were thinking. That's why I came round.
One marriage.
Love, these things have a habit of sorting themselves out, and you're not on your own, you know.
It happened.
Aye, to us all. I remember one time, you know, how Linda left Ivan. According to her, he was the world's worst. Never wanted to see him again. She was going to go her own way and make her own life. And before the dust had settled, she was back in his arms.
I can't see Val running back somehow.
And then there was Annie Walker, do you remember? Do you remember when she left Jack to go off with that posh Mr. What? And then there was me. That was his birds and my screaming. And that we never had anything to say to one another. That's because we didn't care tuppence for each other, really. Imagine, 2 kids not caring tuppence for one another. He cleared off in the end, of course. But I'd left him in my mind a long time before. It's not really so funny, is it?
No.
You know, it's a wonder it doesn't happen more often. Couples living in each other's pockets, never having a chance to breathe.
Well, I've had my deep breathing. Where to from here?
Go and bring her back.
Telling her what? Promising what?
That's up to you, isn't it?
Tell all?
You know, some people believe there should be no secrets in marriage. For what it's worth, I'm not one of them. I think there should be some things kept under the rug.
I think I'd have to tell her, you know. Explain why it happened.
Yeah. But you'd have to make up your mind that you love her enough not to let it happen again.
Yeah. I will.
Oh, keep still, you fools. I think these sardines are still alive.
If they are, they're stone deaf by now.
It's hard work, this, you know. Now I know what they mean by metal fatigue. Hey, you haven't got any dynamite, have you? I'll try a short fuse.
It's your own fault for breaking the key.
Da, 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 da. Oh, blast. Oh. Hello, Red Leader. Hello, Red Leader. I'm up to me neck in a massive heaving rice pudding, Red Leader. Permission to start eating, sir. You what? No, he's not here. Send it on. Dennis, I think I'll use the poker.
There's a tin opener in the kitchen, I've told you.
Well, you go and have a look. I can't find it. Go on, I'll do the bread. Hey, what do you want on these? Margarine or some mint?
You didn't look far, did you? They're in the drawer.
Well done, Hawkeye. You've won yourself a stick of celery with your name through it.
Jed,
Hello.
the auction rooms, you're going to make a go of them, aren't we?
I'm loudly optimistic, me old tater. There's money in the game.
Only, I'm beginning to have second thoughts about it.
Come now, partner. Positive thinking. We'll make a bomb at the price of his yard, any road.
That's what I'm afraid of.
Ah, Ray. Look at those little fish. They're very crowded, aren't they? Reminds me of Diggs there. Once I had once in Upper Pal, you know what I mean? Talk about 12 in a bed on the old pier head. I was squashed in the cop with me wellies on. Squashed? I couldn't get the hand grenades out of my pockets.
Oh, shut up. You're pouring me off me tea.
Hey, what is it then? 50-50? Or is your ma scoffing with us?
No, she's going out at Monkey Run. I think we all Brian Baruch. Ma'am, are you having out to eat? She must be having a face back or something.
Yeah, it does get in your ears a bit, doesn't it?
She won't eat any road. She's in love.
Again? Again? I don't know how she does it. I take me hat off to you, missus. Hope I'm the same at your age.
Big soft tata.
It's not on, Len. It's not on. Keeping me waiting half an hour. She's not the only pebble on the beach, you know.
Ah, give over griping.
She'll keep him waiting once too often, I can tell you.
Elsie, you have to get used to it, mate. It's one of her failings.
Yeah, you should know.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Nothing except that you know her long enough.
Long enough for what?
Blimey, O'Reilly, you got a right twist on. What is this? The Hate the World Week or something?
I just don't like insinuations, mate.
You're not still carrying a torch for her, eh?
Look, Elsie might not know what time it is, mate, but at least she will never let you down. You can take that from me.
Look, we like each other's company, that's all. We get on very well together. There's nothing deep but just ships in the night.
Have you told her that?
Ah,
Hey, what you doing for St. Paddy's night then, Irish?
we'll honour the old gentleman in a manner to which he has grown accustomed.
Ah, you're like a lot of old women, you mix.
Who's a Mick?
Well, you're all that soft. I mean, lurching around singing songs like Moses, right to rely, rely.
Oh, That's a grand voice you have there, son. A grand voice for a grand air.
Well, we don't go around singing any old iron on St. George's Day.
Ah, but that's the trouble, you see. If you've never been to Ireland, you wouldn't understand. Have you ever been there, Jack, Mrs. Walker?
No, but having you, it says he's lapping it up.
Oh, lapping it up is the word, and the softness of the countryside of Ireland.
Ah, yeah, we call it rain over there.
The lovely big fish and the rambling boreens of peace.
And all the boozers on O'Connell Street.
And the girls. Altogether too much for a simple lad like me, Mrs. Walker.
Look, mate, if it's so here over there, what are you doing in our paddy?
That's a bit uncalled for, then, isn't it?
I don't care. He makes me sick. If all the mates went back to Ireland, the place would sink.
Ah, steady, Jack.
Ah, give over, mate. Try it with someone with big blue eyes, eh?
Hey, what's the matter with him? Look, he takes life altogether too seriously. Look, I can't understand that you can't get together and have a few laughs about things. What?
Oh, Jed, they up out of me way.
That's all. It's all go, isn't it?
Where are them flaming earrings? You can't find a thing in this house. It's like a rat's nest in here. It is honest. Oh, here they are. That's it. Now, come on, don't you stand there. Make yourself useful. Zip me up at the back.
Hey, do you want me to do all these little blue buttons up as well? I'm sorry, madam. It's your spine.
Oh, just pack it in, will you? And what's all this silly nonsense about a checkbook? Did you put him up to that?
Mother, dear, all the big operators carry 'em.
Big operators. I've seen bigger operators than you picking up coal on the rocks. And I'll tell you another thing. If you hang on to his coattails
We're
for much...
partners, 50-50.
Look, if you go around with this Wizard of Oz much longer, they'll be coming for you and taking you away and locking you up in the Laughing Academy.
We're doing all right.
All right, I'll tell you something. You've got a job, and a good one. And if you stick to it and make a living out of it, make a go of it.
Bye there, you. You're lovely when you rouse, a great flashing eyes.
Look, I'll flash you a black eye if you don't shut up. Oh, and another thing. A letter came for you from the office this morning, and if it's money, you owe me £2. Get out, don't start again, come on.
Which roughly translated means give Jim my love. He's a lovely little fella. Hey, what's on the box tonight? Do you fancy a quick squirt of UE green? Hey? What's up, lads? You look worried. Don't tell me. Sotheby's are trying to take over bid. Bessie Braddock can't come to the opening. They've moved Bootle to the Bahamas.
Oh, Beltle.
Hey?
This auction business, it is a paying proposition, isn't it?
You're not still worried about that, are you? Take my word for it. No, don't take my word for it. Take anybody's word for it. You know what they say? Auctions speak louder than words.
I've got me cards.
You can't.
I'm out.
What, no more selling plastic spiders and little Dracula masks?
No, you can laugh. I were knocking up 10 basic a week.
Oh, hey, Dennis. Here. It says here you've got to return those 24 squeaking cushions. Spider, you're better off out of it.
I'll have to make a go of it this time, Jed.
We will, Fred. We will.
I'll have to.
Hey, do you want a hand?
I'll let you know if I do.
Just a thought.
Right. Suppose you want a quarter of mint balls off the top shelf now.
Up to you, just as the fancy takes you.
Do you know, I wondered how you got your hair like that. That's 2 and 3. Would you like some scented toilet soap as well? Oh, hello. Have you come to buy something, or are you just visiting?
No, I'm all right.
Oh.
Hey, where have you been? I've been looking for you everywhere.
Oh, here and there. Why, what's up?
I wonder what time I was meeting you tonight.
Hey, about 9 at White Elephant. They don't start playing till about 10.
Oh, I just wondered if we were still going, that's all.
Sure we are. Vice Squad hasn't scared you off, has she?
You what?
Ena Sharples.
She wasn't kidding, you know.
Yeah, I know, love. Scared the pants off me. Still, if we just keep ourselves to ourselves, eh?
Look, she would write to me dad, you know.
We won't give her out to write about. I'll see you tonight. Well, we're not likely to catch her sat on floor at White Elephant, are we? Come on.
Oh, hello.
Young people these days are always in a hurry. They're afraid of missing something.
Evening, Mrs. Sharples. Everything all right with you and yours? Good.
Of course, it was most peculiar, you know, going off like that on a holiday to Scotland without telling anyone. Going on holiday don't make me laugh. She left him. Shop? Well, we don't know the facts. I mean, it's unexpected, I admit, and a bit suspicious, but still, you know... Hey, these in-laws of yours, what's been going on?
Well, I think they must have had a big row.
Why is it always a big row? Is that what sent you running back home to your mum? Well, I think she must have had just cause. I mean, Valerie's not a creature of impulse. I know, but what about? After all, she has done it before.
What do you mean, gone to Scotland?
No, dear, left home. Oh, most distressing for Kenneth. What was the name of that young man? Oh, you mean that Robbins twerp? That was it. Yes, a friend of Kenneth's, a teacher himself. Mind you, I think it was just a summer cloud, you know? I don't think he took her on much. He soon sent her packing back.
What do you mean that Val ran off with a fella? I didn't know she had it in her.
Well, far be it from me to gossip. But
And
at the time,
was it
thought...
lump sugar what you wanted, Mrs. Walker?
Yes, it was. Where was I?
Dave Robbins, I think.
And tea as well.
No, what it was, you see, Mrs. Walker, remember, he'd said, it happened all like this, you know, he'd said to her that she had said to him that if I knew what was going on, I remember it all very clearly, because it happened about 2 years ago. Had a very bad winter that time, didn't we? And Mrs. Duffy of Besser Street was having a fit. Don't know what she's thinking about, really. Anyway, this Dave Robbins, he said to Val that if I knew what was going on, I mean, there was quite a bit of drama going on at the time, wasn't there, Mrs. Walker?
I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about, Kenneth. Well, we were talking about that mad fella that digged with you and your Val got a crush on. And if you will hang round open shop doors, you must expect to hear things to your disadvantage now and again. Now, don't crack on, we weren't talking about him.
Well, how is Val then, Ken?
I've no idea. If you'd like to ring her up and find out whether or not she's divorcing me, you'll find her in Glasgow. Drumchapel, 3.
Oh, I'm sure there's no skin off my nose. Can I get you something?
Yeah, a beef curry dinner. For one.
Let's see. Ma'am, I've got the sack. Ma'am, I've been fired. Isn't it funny, Mother? Once more...
What are you children about now?
Let's face it, Mother. Bear in mind... what's the use?
Oh? What's wrong with the tearaway, then?
I think he wanted to borrow some money.
All right, buckets of money. Enough for a hoolie at the Rovers, anyway.
Jim.
Yeah?
Let's go somewhere different tonight. I mean, all them odd seats and the same faces. Let's have a real night out on the town.
Oh, it sounds great. Nothing is too good for St. Patrick. We'll drop in somewhere for a wet first, huh?
Right, somewhere where they don't actually spill pints of beer down your front.
Yeah, right, then name it, huh?
Well, somewhere we can talk, where we don't have to shout at each other.
Well, I'll tell you what, we'll go visiting. We'll call into a few places. We'll go down to the Eagle and the Child, have a few there, and then we'll crawl gently back to the Rovers, what?
Jim.
Yes?
Isn't there any place you'd really like to go?
Anywhere, woman, as long as we get there before the ale runs out.
Where's he got his little Irish petrol pump, then?
Well, I think it's Connemara.
Connemara? Hello, well, lovely tart. Ma used to sell parsley, sage and mint in Clayton Square, and an old fellow was knocked off walking out the docks with a leg of lamb down his trousers.
Actually, it's a little filling station in Castle Blaine, and Harry's making a very great success of it.
You're not taking on Lucille on holiday with you then, Mrs. Walker?
Well, you know, dear, I hardly think she'd enjoy the sort of holiday that Jack and I like.
I know, she always said she'd feel out of place in the jet set.
And then, of course, her parents are very anxious to see how she's coming on.
You've been a very good influence on that girl, love. Do you know that? Once she was a knock-kneed shy schoolgirl, and now she's a knock-kneed shy schoolboy.
She's come to no harm under my custody, Mr. Stone.
Yes, if you can drag her up, you can drag anybody up.
Well, I think it's very decent of Mrs. Walker to look after Lucille.
I know, I was just saying she could run a correspondence course on the subject. Are you shy and out of place? Annie Walker will help you to keep your head in company.
Oh, nuts.
Hey?
I'd like a packet of nuts, please, Mrs. Walker.
I thought we were going to have a scene then, Jerry. You want to leave those things alone, you know. You're addicted to them damn things. If you don't watch it, I'll get nuts anonymous onto you for the cold turkey treatment.
Oh, what's that, then?
7 days in a darkened room eating jam butties. And if you reach for a nut, a sack of bricks falls on your head.
Pint jack, please. What are you having?
Gin and tonic.
And a gypsy fiddler, I suppose.
Oh, no, I don't mind pigging it for once. Can I have it in a dirty glass, please, Mrs. Walker?
Mrs. Tanner, the day you have a glass in this establishment with lipstick showing is the day that I will resign from the licensed trade.
Joke, love. Irish joke.
Hello, Bridgetty. Has he been showing you the town then, spending a lot of money on you, has he?
Jerry, you know the Eagle and the Child down on Navigation Street, don't you?
Oh, I've been there.
Well, you wouldn't think that was a bad place to take a lady, would you?
Oh, they do a bit of swearing and that sort of carry on.
Look, you only took me there so you could meet up with those drunken half-cut rugby players.
Look, me friends, I wanted to show you out to me friends. I used to be a prop forward with that.
Yeah, and they're about as dim as close props. Don't think I didn't hear what that knobby said about me, because I did.
Look, Claire, I'm proud to have you on my arm.
Oh, aye, yes. Look what a bit of beef I picked up. Easy going, Elsie. The second row forward's friend.
Sit down and enjoy your drink. It's only a bit of fun.
A bit of fun?
No, it's water under the bridge, mate.
Yeah, so they say.
You have joined the club, what do you mean?
Fine.
No, they usually come back. Well, usually. Make it two, mate.
Right.
I see you're in.
I'll hurry up, though.
Hey, you know when you and I went out together looking at them second-hand cars?
Oh, yeah, that was... Yeah, it was Val's idea.
Well, are you still interested?
Well, we were at the time, but a lot of things have cropped up since then, you know.
Oh, well, this mucker of mine, you know, he's got a few going cheap.
Yeah, it's worth thinking about, Len. The only trouble is I want to put my scooter in part exchange.
We'll float all over the town. We'll have a drink on every dive from here to the War Memorial,
I'm
huh?
sorry, Jim. I've got a bit
Well,
of headache.
suit yourself.
I can't suit myself if I've got a headache or not, can I?
All right. Look, have a drop of gin for Sir Patrick. Look, it'll get rid of all that stuff in your head and part your hair.
I'm all right, thanks.
Look, you've only a thimbleful.
I'm all right, Jim.
Oh. Jack, a pint there, please.
Hey!
Beryl Holgate!
Jim,
What
you
you
villain!
do?
What are you doing here?
Oh, this is my local. You're the stranger around here, dear.
I just came in for some fags.
Oh, the cigarette girl. You were always one of the cigarettes. I used to enjoy those walks up and down of the machine. But tell me, who are you seeing around here, then?
Oh, somebody.
All right, have a gargle, then, in case he stood you up, huh?
Well, I'm a bit late.
We've tons of time.
Oh, go on, then.
Gin and orange for the lady, will you? Sorry, Beryl. The lads. Len, Ken, Jed, and Jenny here.
No way.
Pay no attention to them. They're only a coach load in from Burnley. Tell me.
What?
Did you ever have that spring fixed in that couch yard? Huh?
Who's your friend? Is he with you?
Take no notice, just an ignorant Irish pig.
And that maid of yours with the funny way of walking,
Oh,
huh?
Nan.
Yeah.
She's gone to London.
Oh, she ran off with that trumpeter in the
Yeah.
end. Well, it's years since I was in the Red Line. I was just saying to Elsie, oh, love, come over here. I want you to meet an oppo of mine, love. Come on. Look, Beryl Holgate, Elsie Tanner.
Hello.
God, it's all turn of the magic in my hand. I knew this was going to be a night of 1,000 stars. Listen, I tell you what, let's make up a foursome.
Oh, we will we?
Well, Len, you were game for a hoolie early on, weren't you?
We'll all link arms and go screaming down Market Street, kicking coppers out of the way. I'll leave you to it, love. Have you enough to be going on with?
What's the matter with you?
Oh, don't go out with scrubbers.
What have you got to be so particular about?
Hey. Look, it's not to do with you. Leave it alone. Elsie's got quite a lot to do with me, mate. I heard what that Mick said about her.
Yeah, well, why look for bother?
I don't look for it. It finds me.
What do you mean, trying to turn me into a right Burke down there, eh?
It's off. The evening's off.
You're a head case. Go around moaning, all right, just because I look at a bird?
Feel free, and I'm just sitting there like a pot dog.
Look, I thought you liked a bit of fun.
Listen, the next time you want a bit of fun, just you look it up in that black book of yours. Scrubbers Unlimited. Come running every time you crook your finger.
Look, I never said you were the first woman.
No, the last.
Oh, well, she's stuck.
No, I'm not one of your tarts. I'm not one of your tarts.
And who's turned you into Lady Muck?
Turn me from what, Jim?
Oh, look, don't give me that, will you?
Turn me from what, Jim?
Look, they told me in the old days, this place around here was like a recruiting office.
You great big stupid Irish Mick. You don't understand anything, do you? Anything. For the first time in my life, I tried to be straight with someone, and all you can think of is booze and birds, but...
Elsie!
Hey, Irish!
Keep out of it, lad.
Joking, of course. He's belted you. Right, Irish.
Len, no. It's between him and me. Between us.
Hey, Alan, if this penny comes down heads 9 times on the trot, what's the odds of it coming down tails on the 10th?
Evens.
You're wrong there, Professor.
Oh, come off it. It don't matter how many times it comes down heads, it still evens on it coming down tails.
No, you're dead wrong there, you see, because this happens to be a double-headed penny.
Oh,
I've got a few
yeah,
bob with that in the
no.
Scotty Road. Now then, a sporting question for
Yeah.
you. Here's your start of a 10. Are you ready, Bambaboo the Birkenhead reading dirty books? Now listen.
Get off.
Who played inside left for Sheffield Delighted when Preston Both Ends were playing away on Pancake Tuesday? Answer me that. Go on.
Jack Lemon.
Burrow. Where's Burrow? She's not Burrow. Now listen, this couple was on duty at the Liverpool docks, you see. And this fella comes up.
Hey! Big fella!
Beat it.
Big fella, I'm talking to you!
Beat it.
You're not talking to some Judy now, you know.
Look, lad, I've got no crib with you.
Oh, yes, you have. You and me. Outside.
Stop crowding me, Fairclough. I'm warning you, you know. Maybe that'll teach you to keep your nose out of my business. I'm having another tin here. Come on, out you go.
I told you to keep out of it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the whole lot.
Elsie.